The countdown to the Cup. Big crowds facing a wintry blast. The latest live from Flemington.
Live from Melbourne, 7 News with Rebecca Madden and Mike Amor.
And that wild weather is closing in on Flemington, with racegoers warned to brace for the coldest Cup day since 1995. Today, the traditional Cup parade returned to the city streets, giving Melbourne's tourism industry a much-needed cash injection.
Music to Melbourne's ears as the city welcomes back the Cup Eve parade after a 2-year spell.
This is going to be wonderful.
The Newey boys!
The Newey crew is down from Newcastle, just some of the tens of thousands of tourists calling Melbourne home for Cup Week.
Ready to get on a winner.
And the tip is, don't bet on anything during the day, right? Just enjoy yourself.
And bring a jacket. The Weather Bureau is tipping a max of just 14, the coldest Cup day since Doremus won in 1995.
If it rains, we've had it before, we'll keep our patrons safe and they'll have a great time.
They'd have to be idiots not to turn up. It's the best show in the world.
Gay Waterhouse will saddle up 2 runners in tomorrow's great race as the Queen of Australian racing shoots for her second Melbourne Cup win.
Well, I've got one that wants dry ground and one that wants rain, so I'm almost cut in half.
Music legend Colin Hay will perform in front of an expected crowd of 75,000.
I love singing the song to large numbers of people.
While swimmer Cody Simpson will return to stage to belt out the national anthem.
Couldn't be asked to do it somewhere more prestigious.
Our hospitality industry is already on a winner, with the Cup Carnival boosting hotel occupancy to 80%, while up from 22% at the same time last year.
So you've got people staying 4 or 5 nights, and importantly, 30% of the audience that come to the Melbourne Cup are from interstate or internationals.
More than 55,000 dresses are sold in the lead up to this carnival. I take that as a key economic indicator.
But racegoers can expect rideshare prices to soar by as much as 114% tomorrow.
We can definitely expect to see some level of price surging.
We're loving Melbourne and we can't wait for tomorrow. It's going to be fabulous.
Sarah Jones, 7 News.
There is major drama on the eve of the Melbourne Cup. Tim Watson, one of Lloyd Williams' runners, is out.
That's right, Beck. Port the PN. It was scratched with the vets this morning, and there's no doubt now that at least 2 other Cup contenders may also be scratched. Andrew McCormick has the fallout from Flemington, and Andrew, Racing Victoria is taking a hardline stance.
Well, Tim, a defiant VRC insists they won't be backing down. That's despite fierce criticism from one of Australia's leading trainers surrounding what are the strictest pre-race protocols anywhere in the world. Less than 24 hours out from tomorrow's Cup, still 2 runners are in doubt. They'll face vet checks tomorrow morning. The lead up to this race in the past fortnight, there's been a number of high-profile scratchings, and the final field reduced to 23 this morning after another scratching. As sporting worlds collided, cash was king at today's call of the card.
850 to win, cash. That's a bet.
But behind the scenes, Racing Victoria vets were hard at work. The Lloyd Williams owned Point Nepean scratched. The horse ruled out because of an elevated blood test. 2 other Cup contenders to undergo last-minute inspections tomorrow morning. A sleepless night for Graham Begg and his runner Luna Flair.
It's a 50-50 call, and rest assured if she's not right, she won't go to the races.
The Cup is the only trophy missing for Kieran Maher. Interpretation, one of 5 Cup runners for his stable, also faces a vet check tomorrow morning. He says Racing Victoria's hardline stance might have gone too far.
They'll definitely look at it, yeah. I'd say there's probably some things that they could change, yeah.
The vet crackdown was sparked by the deaths of 7 Cup horses in 8 years.
We just can't have any horses running in it that are under any doubt.
It's important that we keep the race as safe as it possibly can, and we'll keep doing that. We're not going to waver from that.
Andrew McCormack, 7 News.
Flowers is looming as the biggest danger to Melbourne Cup favourite Deauville legend. The father-son combination of Anthony and Sam Freedman hoping to pull off a racing miracle.
A Freedman with a Melbourne Cup runner. It's almost a Flemington tradition.
We've got a rich family history with it, with Lee training, I think 5 winners, and my great-grandfather rode a Melbourne Cup winner. It's been a race that,
I've grown up watching my whole life, and you dream of one day training a horse good enough to win the race.
At just 26, Sam Freedman is getting a chance to live out that dream sooner than most. In training partnership with Dad, Anthony, the pair plan to take it right up to the international favourites with homegrown mare Realm of Flowers, trained at the Freedman's state-of-the-art Pinecliff facility near Mornington.
She's there to run a big race. We've felt that her whole campaign's been centred around Tuesday. She'll certainly make her presence felt.
Preferring to stay away from today's parade, Sam will also be looking for a quiet spot come 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Quite a nervous, fidgety person watching it. I like to watch it on my own, so even the old man and I won't watch a race in the same rooms.
No easy task with 80,000 at Flemington. Danny O'Brien knows a thing or two about homegrown champions.
Vow declares in as good a form as he was the year he won it, and our other horse, Young Verder's an emerging stayer that has had a really good lead-up form to the race.
They'll all be chasing 3-time Cup winner Karen McAvoy aboard favourite Deauville Legend. Have you ridden a favourite in a Cup before?
I don't think I have. Actually, I was saying this to my wife the other night that just a different approach going in, on the outright favourite, but the fundamentals won't change. He's a deserved favourite.
I'm terrified of the international horses, but still they've got to come here and do it.
And Deauville Legend remains the heavy favourite at the moment, the second shortest Melbourne Cup favourite since Far Lap all the way back in 1930. Currently around the $3.60 mark, but just one in the past 16 favourites have actually won the Melbourne Cup, something to keep an eye on there. Montefilia without a fight and Realm of Flowers following the market. Of course, we just heard from Sam Freedman then at the $11 mark. Both Gay Waterhouse's runners then next at the $15. If you want to follow the smart money, well, the call of the card is where you want it to be today. One professional punter stands to win $1.8 million if outsider Numerian gets up after forking out $20,000 on the $91 chance. Another outsider, High Emotion, also attracted some interest, while the biggest bet of the day at Crown, $135,000 on the nose of the favourite, standing to win a cool $500,000, Tim. Now, as for the all-important track update, a soft 6, I'm told, at the moment. Of course, a close watch on that if the rain comes tomorrow with a potential downgrade.
Just a month out from summer, widespread showers, cold enough for wintry hail, rumbles of thunder, breezy winds feeling bitter. Closer in, isolated activity in the morning, then watch it fill in and increase for the afternoon. That's widespread showers along with rumbles of thunder and some wintry hail. So expect long dry breaks in the morning, 14 is the top. The afternoon, bitter and wet, 11 degrees for the big race. The downbursts can have tiny pellets of ice in them. On the 8-day outlook, showers do continue on Wednesday and some into Thursday too, both 15. But have a look at the second half of the outlook. We're heading back up into the 20s. There's lots of bright sunshine. There's nice weather on the horizon. So 14, that's the top tomorrow. Lots of showers, particularly in the afternoon when there's actually likely to be some wintry hail.
Oh dear. High heels will be fun. Thanks, Jane. And that's 7 News this Monday.